Hello, my Ravens. Well, it's that time of year again. Christmas is coming soon, and you're going to need some last-minute gifts, and hopefully you have people that like to read. Now, last year I let Buster do my holiday promotions, but this year I figured I'd do it myself. I've been a little busy trying to get my next book entitled Artemis, which is going to be out there next year, all edited and everything. I've been very busy reading a lot lately. I have Dean Koontz's newest book, Ashley Bell, A Time for Truth, the autobiography of Ted Cruz, and I've been reading a bunch of the Fables comics as well. So, been busy reading and writing, doing whatever. But if you're not familiar with my work by now, you probably haven't been following my videos, and this is the first one you've ever saw. But once again, here we are, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about all of my work. First, we have The Preacher. Set in a post-apocalyptic time, The Preacher follows the story of Jacob Cross, whose town gets overrun by demons, and he's left for dead until an angel tells him that God has chosen him to get rid of this menace that has taken over the world, called the Hooded Demon. But he won't do it alone. He'll have 3 companions to help him along the way, and he'll find each or one in a different town. So it's a Christian-based journey. If you're a fan of fantasy, if you're a fan of Christian, I think you'll like it. Next, we have my second work, Accents of Horror, 4 Flavors of Death. 3 stories by me and 1 by my editor, the talented Ellen Mays. Okay, we've got, the stories are entitled A Stranger in the Rain. We're about a man who meets a mysterious hitchhiker in the rain. That seems like that wouldn't be a good idea to pick him up, but anyway, that's how the story goes. Second of all, we have Headlights, about a man who sees mysterious headlights coming over the hill, and they all of a sudden just disappear with nowhere for them to go. This is actually very loosely based on an experience that happens right in front of my house, actually. So a little note about that. Then we have Dinner with Death, in which a family sits down to dinner back in the 1800s. And then when the baby starts crying, they look out to see that the Grim Reaper has visited them. And now they have to figure out what he wants. And in The Comeback, the one by Ellen, we have an out-of-work actor who is down and out because he lost his job on a soap opera. Then all of a sudden, the guy who stole his job walks in. So, got something interesting there. My most recent work is The Bone Spirit. This follows the story of Jamie Conrad, an a writer who is suffering from writer's block, and in the writing of his 3rd novel, everything went downhill. His wife divorced him, he started drinking, and now he's going crazy because he's seeing the Skeleton Man. And then one night, the Skeleton Man almost convinces him to kill himself, and in a terrified state, he calls Casey, his ex-wife, to help him, and she comes and does some research, and they find out there's one author in Seattle, Washington, who may have the answers. So the story goes through the road trip they take to find this man that'll help them find the answers, and the adventure on the way. People have fallen in love with these characters, and I'm actually impressed with how many people have told me they want a sequel. So they've fallen in love with Casey and James, and I hope you will too. So if you need some last-minute gifts this Christmas, you can find all of these on Amazon. Or if you have a Kindle or Nook and you prefer it, The Bone Spirit and The Preacher are $2.99, and Accents of Horror is only 99 cents. For 4 stories you can't beat. This is that. Hello, Spartan. I had an unexpected visitor. Meet Spartan. Anyway, that's what you might like. If you like horror, if you like Christian fantasy, if you like spooky stuff, this is the way to go. I'm Chris Snider, and this is my Christmas promotional video. And as I always say, happy reading.